Hi, Sally Walker here, your hormone and slow age expert, and welcome to sleep. So welcome to getting a good night's sleep, etc., etc. My happy health blog this week. Okay, so we're going to talk about Nocturia. So very fancy name, and what does it mean? Well, it means they're getting up in the night and having a pee. That's what it means. So. And you know, 1 in 3 adults over the age of 30 actually do experience nocturia. Hey, if you're getting up once a night and it's every now and again, then hey ho, we all do this. We've all had too much fluid or drinks or whatever during the evening, and we need to get up and have a pee. But it is very reasonable, very normal that we should be able to go through 6 to 8 hours without having a pee during the night. So, but if you're getting up more than once and you're doing it every single night, then you are suffering with what we call nocturia, and you need to look at it. There will be a cause. And maybe you can do something about it. Wouldn't that be nice for you to be able to get a full night's sleep? Because nocturia is one of those reasons for disturbed or disrupted sleep. And as I said on an earlier video, that disturbed sleep or disrupted sleep or interrupted sleep, however you want to call it, is possibly worse than not getting enough sleep. Because if you're getting maybe 6 hours of sleep and you're sleeping through, you're going to be going through your sleep cycles, so you're going to be benefiting. But if your sleep is interrupted, then you're not going to be going through your cycles as you should, and you're not going to be getting the full benefit of your night's sleep. So so if nocturia is your problem, if you're up peeing too many times at night, then try to do something about it. So let's have a look at what might cause it. So but first, let's have a look at the different sort of types of nocturia. We've got nocturnal polyuria. Very fancy. What does that mean? It means that you make a lot of more urine during the night, and that's why you need to get up and pee. So we'll look at the causes of that in a minute, and that is very typically women that suffer from that one. So then we've got bladder storage problems. So you can't store as much urine, so you have a more sort of frequent need to empty it. And when you get there, there's not much, there's not a release, is there? Because there's not much urine. And then there's the mix, so there's a bit of this and a bit of that. So there's a bit of the polyuria and the bladder storage problems and all this kind of thing, So it's, it can be different things, but it tends to be a little bit different from women to men. So the common causes for men, the most common cause is your prostate, isn't it, boys? Yeah. It's this benign prostatic hyperplasia, as it's called. So an enlarged prostate. So your prostate, and I have done a blog on all about testosterone and things. So your prostate is this muscular gland which is sitting very close to the urethra, which is the little tube coming from your bladder going to the outside where the pee goes out. Sitting there around that urethra. And as it enlarges, it pressures, it squeezes, it blocks the urethra. So you can't come out, you can't get rid of your pee. So what happens here is you don't empty your bladder as well as you should do. So you keep on feeling you want to have a pee. So you're up trying all through the night to have a pee and possibly not having one. So that seems to be the most common problem for the boys. Yeah. Ladies, we don't get that. Oh my goodness, one of the things that we don't suffer with here. But we do suffer with this nocturnal polyuria. So we're up a lot of time peeing. So we tend to suffer with this. Now, why is this? Well, it is very commonly because we ladies have a lot of fluid retention in the day, especially down on our feet and our legs. Okay, put your hands up, Ladies, who of you suffer from swollen ankles during the day? So this is what I'm talking about, okay? So we've got all this fluid retention. And when you lie down, gravity disappears. This fluid is then reabsorbed into your veins and transported to your little kidneys and is converted to urine. See, we have more pee, basically, to get rid of. So So that could be absolutely one of the reasons that we ladies do suffer, where the boys don't tend to suffer as much as that. So, but we can get problems with spasms in our bladder, but more so we get problems with infections. We've got the cystitis going on, we've got the inflammation going on. Now this will affect how much urine we can fill in our bladders. So we get a similar effect, if you like, or a similar feeling, sensation as the boys, that we want to have a pee, but when we get there we can't, because we don't have any pee, we don't have any urine in our bladder, because we've got this infection, this cystitis. You know, ladies, I don't think any lady has not suffered at one point in their life with cystitis. Well, this is a problem that we ladies tend to have more so than the boys. So the boys get the enlarged prostates, and we get the problems with cystitis, and both of which would create this sensation of you wanting to have a pee, so you're getting up and trying to have a pee and you can't, etc. Not good, is it? Now, there are some common causes, so not particularly boys or girls, and these are things like high blood sugar levels. No, who doesn't suffer with that? There's lots of people, especially as we age. So excess glucose, blood sugar, glucose spills into the urine, and it's going to take a lot of water with it. So that, it's one of the symptoms, isn't it, of diabetes. You're peeing all the time. Could also be calcium, so high calcium blood levels. So if you're taking possibly a lot of supplements you don't need of calcium, then this is actually also going to increase urine, because the calcium is going to spill into the urine and it's going to pull the water with it. So think a little bit about those things, yeah. Things like being overweight, that will also increase your risk for nocturia. And up to about 50%, the higher the weight goes, the more risk you are for having this increased need to pee. Yes. So we need to look a little bit at some of the solutions. So have a little read of that article further down. I've come with lots of solutions, sort of medical solutions and more holistic type solutions, which you need to look at. So if you're suffering from nocturia, you will be having interrupted sleep, and that is not a good thing. Happy hormones, happy life.